Over the past few weeks, the Ottawa real estate market has been starting to change. If you were hoping that prices in Ottawa were going to drop any further, I have bad news for you. The average sales price in Ottawa as a whole actually increased in January 3.1% compared to December. With additional interest rates being put on hold, many buyers are starting to come off the fence and are re-entering the housing market. Some homes are even starting to receive multiple offers. We are seeing a ton of houses turn conditionally sold. Buyers are back in the market. We expect the market to pick up further with the traditional spring market approaching. Hey, it's Sernoskie with LePage Team Realty in Ottawa. Today, we're going to take a closer look at the latest data and sales activity for January in 8 of Ottawa's top neighborhoods. In this video, we'll be talking specifically about Manotick, Riverside South, Barrhaven, Kanata, Stittsville, Westboro, downtown Ottawa, and Orleans. But if you're looking for the latest market stats in the community or area that we didn't mention in this video, please don't hesitate to reach out and we'll be more than happy to get you that information. Please note that all the stats provided in this video take into account residential and condo sales combined. We'll begin today's update in South Ottawa. In January, the Manotick community had 10 sales, which was right on par with the 5-year average for the month. There were 18 new listings, a couple units shy of the 5-year average of 20. There were 36 active listings, a 16% reduction over the norm, and 3.6 months of available inventory on the market. The average sales price for a home in Manotick was $817,000. This represented a 17% increase over the 5-year average for the month. Moving north in Riverside South, there were 37 sales in the month of January, representing a slight single-digit increase over the 5-year average. The month saw 61 new listings hit the market, a 24% increase, while the number of active listings was 90 units, an 109% increase. There were 2.4 months of available inventory, and the average sales price was $657,000, a 25% increase over the 5-year average. In Barrhaven, there were 57 homes sold in January, a 12% decrease from the 5-year average. 103 new properties came on the market, a 25% increase, while the number of active listings was 146 units, a massive 165% increase from the 5-year benchmark. There were 2.6 months of available inventory, and the average sales price was $652,000, a 22% increase over the 5-year average of $537,000. Located to the southwest of Kanata is Stittsville. With 23 homes sold in January, that's a 23% reduction from the 5-year average, while the number of new listings was 69 units, a 60% gain. As has been the case in other communities, there was a 92% increase in the number of active listings with 100 properties on the market. There were 4.3 months of available inventory in Stittsville, and the average sales price for a property was $694,000, a 24% increase. In Kanata, 48 properties were sold in January. This is a 39% reduction from the typical sales cycle. 111 new listings came on the market, which was nearly a 20% increase from the 5-year average, while the number of active listings included 135 properties, representing a 96% increase over the 5-year average. High number of active listings is a trend we're seeing in almost all areas of the city as a result of longer selling times. There were 2.8 months of available inventory in Kanata, while the average sales price was $642,000, a 15% increase from the 5-year average. In Westboro, there were 12 sales to begin the year, a gain of 4 units from the average. The 12 new listings that came on the market and 17 active listings for the month were essentially right on par with the typical sales trends in the area. There were 1.4 months of available inventory in Westboro, and the average sales price for a home was $836,000, up from the 5-year average of $710,000. That's an 18% increase. In the city's downtown core, Ottawa Centre, and the Golden Triangle, there were 14 homes sold in January, down over 50% from the 5-year benchmark for the month. The 38 new listings was a 31% decrease from the typical cycle, while the 80 active listings were up 5%. There were 5.7 months of available inventory, and the average sales price was $526,000, a 17% increase from the 5-year average. We're starting to see that trend more. Moving to the east end of Ottawa, The Orleans area had 71 sales for the month, a 9% drop, while the 102 new listings that came on the market is slightly below the 5-year average. With 131 properties on the market, this represented a 56% increase over the usual sales cycle for the month. There were 1.8 months of available inventory, and the average sales price came in at $565,000, a 17% increase from the 5-year average. Before we wrap up this video, let's look at a few key stats for our entire city as a whole. In January, Ottawa saw 606 sales across the city. That's a 26% drop from the 5-year average of 820. There were 460 residential transactions and 146 in the condominium class. On average, it took 69 days on market to sell a property. That's a 35% increase over the 5-year average. There were 1,324 new listings added in January. This was up 8%. And total active inventory reached 2,318 units, a 34% increase over the 5-year average for the month. Across the city, there was 3.8 months of available inventory. Ottawa continues to experience a balanced resale market after being a seller's market for much of the pandemic. If you have any questions about the latest market stats for a community that you're interested in, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is available in the description below. Don't forget to check out my website, sernorealty.com, to learn how we can help you achieve your real estate goals.